Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Well, oh, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh my goodness, I forgot my line. Holy cow, that's terrible. Thank you for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. It's Thursday. You can tell by the music. You can tell by the jingle coming on in. What are things we're making Thursday? What is it? What is this all about? This is where, if you look down in the description, you'll see every month there's a new theme. You can play along. So every month I will be working on something that is in that particular description. So for the month of January, we've been working on slippers, any slippers, knit, crochet, woven. If you wanted to weave some slippers, by all means, go for it. I want to see a picture if you do. So this is the last day of the month. So if you don't already have something finished, this is the good finale, that type of a thing, right? And if you didn't finish it, that's okay too. We're a really laid back group. You can join the Facebook group, which is listed down below, and show pictures of things that you've made. And you can also follow us on hashtag TWMT, Things We're Making Thursday, to see all the other content creators that are playing along. Like I said, for the month of January, we've been making slippers. I'm not a failure. I didn't finish my slippers. I did work on them. This is my Origami 2-needle slippers. I'll have this pattern linked down below. You can knit this, you can crochet this. I have both of them linked down below and I am ready. So this one is finished. I just have to sew it together. So I'm working on my second one. So let me see. So you fold it like this, right? And then sew all of that together and you have a slipper. How cool is that? My daughter's already claimed it, so I have to finish it. So last week I didn't even have this done. So I did start. I got called out. Okay, I get it. I get it. So I did start the second slipper. So I'm there. It's going to get done. It really will. I just didn't get it done in January. There were things going on. If you've been following my channel, you know I worked on my husband's sweater and I got close to 2 skeins into it and made it way too big. I had to pull it out. So a lot of my knitting time was spent on that, knitting and crochet, because I do both. But a lot of my time was spent on that. And I don't really have, well, I still have it to show because I haven't pulled it out. I did start on a new size for him though. So I'm still working on it. I will continue to work on these. They're just not going to get done in the month of January. That's okay. We don't always get things done when we plan on it. So for February, we're working on blankets, which I'm excited about. Let's add more things to my progress that I'm not getting done. That's okay. You know what? We're crafting. We're making things. It's not a job. This isn't my job, right? This is my hobby. This is my fun. This is my relaxation. This is the thing that I like to do, and it just makes me smile and giddy and have a blast. I mean, it just is what it is. Well, if you've seen my unfortunate series, it's turned into a series with Joanne, you have seen all the yarn that I have purchased to make blankets. So I have options. I have choices. Look at this. So I have the original, the golden taupe in the Fair Isle. I have the second one is the Merlot, which is that, maroon color with the gray. And then what just came in the mail, the box number 3, they're done. Okay, I'm telling you, they're done. Is this lovely lavender. Isn't that gorgeous? So I got those and then I got, where's my other stuff? So I got the brushed acrylic to go with it. Look at that. Look at that lavender with the lavender brushed acrylic. How pretty is that? And then this, I couldn't make up my mind which one I wanted from here, right? I mean, that's pretty. So I got both, right? I did the calculation. I'm gonna drop those. And it looks like I ordered 46 skeins from Joanne. And these are big balls of yarn. And then, where's the other one? No, I don't have the other one. Okay. And then for the Merlot, I have a rust colored with the brushed acrylic. And it's just across the room. I just don't want to grab it. That goes with this. So that was the decisions. Which blanket? Now, full disclaimer, I'm planning on making a twin size blanket, and then instead of crocheting it, which would be faster, I'm going to knit it because I'm a little insane. But at least I'm not going to knit a king or a queen, right? No. So I've got this. I started this just to see. This is a color that I'm not going to, I had one of these that I had already made a hat with, so I already had a partial skein. So I'm not making the blanket with this color, but I wanted to go ahead and test out my gauge swatch. So it looks like laying this down, here's the brushed acrylic right here, and this is the Fair Isle. And these right here, I'm doing a basket weave. So a garter stitch along the edge all the way around, and then knit on this side, and then purl, then knit, then purl. And this swatch, I did just 5 stitches for each block. For my blanket, I'm going to do 10, right? Not really a pattern, but there you go. That's kind of a recipe, right? So I've got this, and I measured it out and everything, and it's, you know, there you go. I'm getting 4 stitches to the inch, so I want 60 inches wide, so I'm going to cast on 240 stitches. Now, my friend Susan, who's absolutely wonderful, kind of laughed at me. She's like, you're casting on a queen-size blanket. No, I'm not. I did my gauge swatch. Well, I did my gauge swatch on my husband's sweater, too, and we know I got 2 skeins into that, and I'm pulling that out because it was way too big. It fit him and then some. He's got a 48-inch chest. It was a 60-inch sweater. It fit him and then some. Not a good look. Not a good look. So in preparation and, you know, procrastinating on knitting my socks that I'm supposed to finish my slippers, I cast on my sweater. Any guesses on the color? Any guesses? Any guesses? Because you saw the 3 colors I'm choosing from, right? Any guesses? Yeah, my husband won. So I cast on with this one, right? And I cast on the 240 stitches and I started knitting. And Susan was right. Yeah, it's not a twin. It's not going to be 60 by 90. So I pulled it out. Yeah. So, so I did a lot of knitting and not a lot of show for it. So we want to see it? Look at this. Look. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. So I've got, as you can see, the garter on the bottom, and I did 5 stitches on each edge, and I don't know how many rows, what looked like a decent amount, right? And my squares are 10 stitches, and I did, I believe, 12 rows. It's whatever you want. It really is. So some of them I was thinking on maybe not even doing the same amount, right? Some of them do 14, some do 12, some do 10, kind of really giving that uneven, rustic basket look. That was my thought process anyway. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I've got that, and you can see I've finished my second square, and I'm looking at doing the next one. So I decided I was originally going to make them squares, and then I decided I wanted more like a slat look, so I did go a little bit less, like that's not a full square, right? And I'm about ready to switch stitches. And here you can't tell as much because you've got that garter right here and then there. I love it. So I did, like I said, I had cast on the 240. This is a 60-inch cable. And when I had the 240, there was a lot more stitches than there was cable. Yeah. So this right now is pretty well stretched, right? You know, and it'll stretch out to that 60 inches. So I pulled out what I originally had with the 240. Thanks, Susan. You jinxed me. Just going to say, you jinxed me. So I did pull that out after I, you know, did quite a few rows and everything. And I'm like, no, it works. It totally works. It's fine. It wasn't fine. It's beautiful. And she's right. It would have made a larger blanket, and it was an option. It definitely was an option or choice. But I pulled it out. And I have 200 stitches now. So 200 stitches per row. And I have started it. I don't expect, even though I've got, this is actually quite a bit, you know, 200 stitches after I pulled out the other one. And yeah, there you go. I don't really expect to get this done in the month of February because blankets, big. February, small month. So we're missing a few days on top of it, which is why I started this a little bit sooner. Because I really would like to get this done. And my husband's cute. He's like, oh, it's thinner than I thought. What did he really expect? I mean, his sweater's not fat and fluffy. I mean, I don't know, but it's thinner than he expected, you know, because that's such a big, fluffy feeling ball of yarn, right? And he's like, well, this just feels, I don't know what he was thinking, but I did start it. I am happy with it. I'm not quitting on the slippers. I'm not. I just didn't get them done in January. And you know what? That's okay. That is just fine. I'm making the things that I'm making. I am having an absolute blast. The patterns are still there and available for you, knit and crochet. Go ahead. And you know what? If you do send me a picture of what you're making, if you put in there, yes, you can show this, then I can add it to my videos. But right now I have had a couple people and I greatly appreciate it. The Green Bay Packers blanket is gorgeous. I absolutely loved the slippers, right? But I didn't know if I could add them and I forgot to respond back because, some people just, they want to show you pictures, but not necessarily for everybody. So if you do send me something and you don't have a problem, let me know. But what do you think? I mean, I'm happy with it. So I was teasing my husband since I got this and it is 6 foot long. I'm like, oh, look at that. I mean, not bad as a scarf, right? I mean, it's not done as a scarf. I would probably double it as far as width, but look at the way that looks. Isn't that sharp? I mean, that looks really nice. It's like, ooh, and he was like, don't get any ideas. He did not appreciate my attempt at humor. I personally thought I was funny. He was not thrilled with that. I'm like, look, honey, there you go. And like I said, I did start his sweater for the second time, much smaller. And I also worked on this. So I am working on things. I like spoiling him. He's wonderful. He's worth it. He is. And isn't it nice if I really hope you have somebody in your life that 100% appreciates the things that you make. Knit, crochet, woven, any combination, macrame, it doesn't matter. You're using yarn. If they appreciate it and are thankful, I really hope you are blessed in that manner, that you have somebody. He is my biggest cheerleader, and I just really enjoy making him things because he smiles, and when his smile hits the eyes, and he smiles really big and his eyes get like mine and you can't see them, they're like little slits, and it's like you can tell he's happy because you can barely see his eyes. Just like mine. I mean, it's just the best way possible. So I really hope you have that in your life too. So that is what I have going on for my things we're making Thursday with all my, all my yarns, all my stuff, all my colors, my saga from Joanne, and getting 46 of these huge skeins. They're still in the boxes. What do you do? Where do I put all this? So I got to go faster. But look at that. I've got all of these, all of that. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I did relax and stop stressing, because somebody did suggest that down in the comments, is go ahead with all the yarns and everything. Start your blanket now. You'll feel better. And you were right. I did feel better. Even though I had to do it twice, it's okay. I like to knit anyway, and I like to crochet anyway. If I have to rip back my crocheting, yeah, it's a bummer. It's okay. If I have to rip back my knitting, yeah, it's a bummer. It's okay. It brings me joy either way. I get to play with the yarn twice, so that's a benefit. Any of the problems that I had, I already know what's coming up, so the second time is going to be better anyway. It's just all in how you look at it and all in how you handle it. I don't know. It's been fun. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go and go work on one of my projects that I have going at the moment. Pretty sure it's not going to be the socks. It's going to take a little bit. I did work on them. I did. Before I got on the video, I added like 3 or 4 rows right here. I really did. I'm like, I'm not going to get it done. I'm not going to get it done tonight. It's like, just do the video. Just go ahead and say, hi, I didn't do it. I'm not a failure. It's okay. Give yourself some grace. I'm giving myself some grace. It's okay. All right, everybody. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.